Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Throwing Jones. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll run it here. This is James White. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on this stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. James White's first carry. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones rolling to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6. Now Jones steps away to his left. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that position.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They hand this off to Harris. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Brings up the 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's McDonald to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
2nd and 10. Throwing is McDonald. And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
McDonald sets to throw. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. McDonald. This one complete to Scott Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action with McDonald. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Being chased out left. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McDonald. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimize it.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. That's caught by Myers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, Jones. Smith catches left side. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd down, it's White trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Got a man complete to Miller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
It's caught. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Succop for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Patriots 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A final shot before break. Jones. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Too easy.
And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Let's go, let's go.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. First throw now for the backup Brady. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Lambo on for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Play action. It's McDonald. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, this is Harris. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Off play action. Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The give is to Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Matt Judon, the former Raven, there on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 28. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's McDonald. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From just shy of midfield, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Jones. Buying time to his left. That's caught at the 25. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They go play action here on first down. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned at ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Trap 60, trap 60. Trap. Be ready, be ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they touchdown.
And that's caught at the 2. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Buccaneers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Patriots 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And right side, Henry's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for our Patriots. First down. First and 10.
Now Jones. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
31's the mic. Here we go. 31's the mic.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now Jones, off play action. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
31's the mic. So we got man. 31.
They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And now here's another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now Jones. And he's got some space here. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Buccaneers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.